wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks, his name is Dave Ostel, the mountain man. He wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks, his name is Dave Ostel, the mountain man.
Welcome back to another episode of Dave Ostel Mountain Man. Today we're revisiting a few Wainwrights up a new valley that I've never been up before. Dovedale, Dove Crag, Little Hart Crag and High Hartsop Dodd. It's around 8 miles round. We're going to be visiting the priest's hole, I believe, as well, which I've never done before. So alright, we've got a few guests with us today. We've got Mary and Paul, along with Derek and Dave, the usual crew, but we've got a couple of guests from Oregon in the United States this week, so a full crew. We have just parked up at Ashbridge car park, just at the north end of Brothers Water, which is what we've got here. Free parking for about 7 cars. There is a pay and display car park as well, but if you get here early enough you can get one of the limited free spots, which is great. Oh, look at this. This is the first time I've managed to get out in glorious weather, and I don't think we're going to get much wind today either, so any complaints from me this week. And this is looking over to Hartsop Dodd and round onto Coll Moor just behind it over here, and backing up over to Brock Crags and Angletarn Pikes. So that's where we are. This is a lovely path. I'm saying to Mary that I wish it never ends. It's a lovely walk along Brothers Water, highly recommended. We are in the shade now, so I'm regretting not wearing a jacket, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty warm today, so we'll make do for now. Yeah, we're just cresting around the corner here, and a few fells are coming into view. We've got Middle Dodd and I think High Hartsop Dodd is just up here, which will be coming down on later. Great, I'm not going to have to mess about with the sound this week. I can leave it on 100%. Need wind to drown out, so easy life, eh? I must say, this is me 12 hours ago from this moment here. I had a pint in my hand in Newcastle, had a bit of a day sesh with a few of the lads yesterday, so I'm running on 5 hours sleep. No hangover, so yeah, we've managed. That's it. So just looking at the hill we're going to be coming down on later. Like I say, a new path for me, and this is High Hartsop Dodd just here. That looks bloody steep, so I'm hoping it looks worse than it actually is. It doesn't look fun from here. But anyway, we're going to be turning right just here at the end of this path, and that's going to lead us up Dovedale. Up to the priest's hole first stop, I think. Quite looking forward to see it. It's very popular with wild campers currently. I think a lot of people do use it as a bit of a hotel, so I hate the name of it. It's priest's hole. I wish I'd just call it Priest's Cave. Priest's Hole is a little bit too descriptive for me. There is a path up there, isn't there?
That's a bull.
There's a bull.
Nobody would have bull here.
Right, we've got an obstacle and there's a bull, and we're all scared of cows apparently. Oh, said Mary first. Test the waters. Give it run, Mary. That'll just excite them. That'll be alright, there's coos, man.
No way. I'm not. Close that gate. You're alright, yeah, you're alright.
You locked in? What are we doing, Dave? There is a path up there that will connect us. Technical difficulties, bear with us one moment. Right, so rather than go through the field with the bull in it and the calves, which we've been told many times to avoid, we just had a word with the farmer. He thinks we're just big chickens, but he suggested going up here, and there's a path along here that'll skirt round them. Oh well. We just read a story recently of the Hadrian's Wall incident, and an old fella got killed by a group of cows, so it just didn't sound plausible to go through them really. They didn't look that friendly. I guess they're just waiting for their breakfast, you know, from the farmer who's just about to bring it, but me bother. We'll get a bit of ascent done here and we'll meet up with the crew a little bit further along the track, as Butchie Boy would say. Thank God, we're back on track. Didn't need that stress this morning, did we, Dave?
No. I'm not fighting no bull today.
Not this week, no. Maybe next week. Anyway, on here. Right, danger well and truly averted. We've done a bit of ascent early on. We should join up with the crew a little bit further along this track, but them cows didn't like the look of Dave. Didn't like the look of me either, so I don't know. It's weird. Definitely had a ring in its nose, so I just wasn't going to risk it. I've been alright, but it's just that little percentage of doubt, and especially with reading that Hadrian's Wall fella getting killed by them very really recently, it's fresh in our minds, so yeah. But luckily there is a decent path to avoid it. We'll know for next time. Why, what a day. I think to the right of us here we've got Hartsop above How, and on the other side of that valley I believe is Deepdale. So it's Deepdale, Dovedale. Right, we'll learn it, Right, so we're still working our way along this track. It's, like I say, it's getting the ascent done fairly sharpish. We're just looking down onto where we expect Derek, Mary and Paul and the other two. They should be down there somewhere, but they can't have done much ascent, so we're wondering if they're a bit further ahead up here, because ascent does slow you down. So, but yeah, like I say, absolutely knee wind today. I've got a litre of tea with me and half a litre of water. I think I might have misjudged that today, so we might be having to find the stream to fill up at some point on this walk. I'm regretting the trousers already. This is brutal. What we on? I don't think we're 8:30 yet in the morning. So yeah. Look at me complaining. Complain when there's wind in my face and you can't hear me. Complain when there's clag. Complain when it's a nice day because it's too hot. I think the only time I don't complain is when it's snow and calm. Like my Scorfell walk earlier this year by the corridor route. Really happy with that video. A lot of people have watched it, so thank you, appreciate it. I think there's over 1,300 views, which is unheard of for this small channel. But I'm happy with where the channel's directed. We're nearly up to 1,000 subscribers now. I mean, my initial target was 500, and I'm happy with that, you know. 500 people watch my videos, and hey, brilliant. Couldn't ask for any more, but yeah, people just keep coming. And yeah, I will let you know something I discovered the other day. This is the only active channel, the only active hiking channel on YouTube that's brought you all the Wainwrights and outlying Wainwrights in their entirety. So yeah, if there's a reason to watch me, it's I'm very thorough and I will take it everywhere, even if it costs me views, such as the outlying Wainwrights. Nobody watched them, but I did them, and hopefully left a decent reference point for people in future to use. So I'm happy I never ask people to subscribe. It's not my cup of tea. You know, other channels do, and fair enough to them, but I want my channel to grow organically. If you want to subscribe, you do it. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to tell you. You're not stupid. I won't pander to you. But anyway, aye. Here we go. We've got our first shot of Dove Crag now in its entirety, and I think we can just make out the pre-sole, although I'm guessing, but I can see that shaded area there. It must be around there somewhere. Good. Let's continue. Oh, look at this. I think Andrew Foster on his latest video said Dovedale was the best valley in the Lake District. And I said while watching it, nah, no chance. Far Eastdale's better than Dovedale. I've never been up to Dovedale, but now I have, and this is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. He might well be right, you know, for once. Here's the ridge we're going to come back down on later. High Hartsop Dodd. And we can see Little Hart Crag now, the two dome shapes that make up the heart in the rock. But first we're going to be going up here and round onto that. But aye. We can hear the rest of the crew right below us there, but we can't see them. Anyway, continue upwards. It's a great path this. There's been such a lack of rainfall lately. It's interesting to see these becks and streams starting to dry up. It's definitely been a couple of years since anything like that happened. I might give the Shap Fells a go this year if it stays like this kind of weather. Might make for a pleasant bog-free walking, largely in some areas. So yeah, that may be what I'll go back to. I would like to complete a second round of the outlying Wainwrights, but there's not many people that's done that, and it's a passion of mine, those fells. Need to build some cairns on them as well, so to establish them a bit more. Look at this one. I was just saying today there, I'm glad we took this path up actually. Those cows were maybe a blessing in disguise, because it's been absolutely lovely. Not too steep. Well walked it looks as well, and yeah, looks like we're coming up to a little footbridge just in the valley down here, but it looks like it's heading up pretty steeply from there, so aye. There we go. We can see the other members just over there, sitting down resting. We haven't rested. Look at them. Gasping for a brew probably at this point. Dave is. I think we'll join up here just at this wall at some point. And there we go, we can now see the priest cave just on Dove Crag there at the front. We'll have a pop up to that. I think we're going to have a break here just at this little footbridge where the two crews will join up together. Here they come, led by Derek, and you know what, that's a win for me because I've never beat Derek up a hill. He knows it, he knows he's been defeated. And he's no longer the chief. Dave Hostel Mountain man is. I hope he takes it well. I was just telling my audience I never normally beat Derek up a fell. Watching him lagging behind there. There's a tear in my eye. I know you're going to take it well, Derek, but...
You didn't come the beautiful way though, you missed the two waterfalls.
That's the beautiful...
No,
oh.
no. Two lovely waterfalls coming up with.
He's wrong. Captain now.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Derek's claiming they went by the better path than us. Tell him he's wrong. He's wrong, so he's wrong.
You see the waterfalls?
It's what a wrong person looks like.
Great.
So aye, here we are. High Hartsop above house just up here, I believe. And here's Dove Crag. This is what you call cheating. Trying to sneak away to get to the top first. Derek. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I see how you bomb up these mountains before us. You cheat. You sneak off. Like a sneaky McSneakerton. We're watching you. So I didn't have time to check the burkets on this route this morning as I was getting mullered last night. But apparently this is Stangs and it's not a burket. Probably a Sinjo and it looks a cracker. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to do that today. We're just sneaking around up here and to Dove Crag, Priest Hole. There we go. It's the first time in 2 years I've been able to get the shades out. Yeah. Oh, cool speck on. Derek hasn't got any. Amateur mistake. Oh. Oh, yes. Look at this. Wow. I didn't expect that to open up like that. Paul's upset because Wolves beat Ipswich at the weekend. Look at him. Go on, the Wanderers. Oh. Right, so we're just about directly above the Priest's Cave just here. Phenomenal from this angle. I love this ridge here down at Stangs, I believe it's called. A few distinct summits on there. I guess you could go anywhere really. It's all quite low gradient, just make your own way really, apart from directly up that. Although some people probably will. This is a bloody slog. I don't recommend doing this after 8 or 9 pints of cider the following day. God, it's not getting any closer. Look at them all. Bombing ahead. I'm going to have to find some water sometime because I've more or less run out. I need a stream. Oh, well, I've been informed by Mary this is Wainwright's first walk, I believe. The first one in the Eastern Fells, book 1. So, aye. I guess it's spurred him on to do the rest of them, but it's a cracking little path. I'm just finding it tough today. I'm not used to this heat. An absolute lack of wind. It's difficult. I think we can see over to Hartsop above How now. Just here. And aye. Oh, that's steep. Oh. Right, I'll have a bit of respite. After that bloody path, I'll never do that again. Hey. Big stone, hi. This looks like a good viewpoint. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's a spot here, pitch a tent. I'll do that one day. Wow, that's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Whew. Up from the coll there at the top out of them steep steps. We're just going to do a little out and back to the Priest's Cave. Looks a fair worn path, but here, tell you what, I don't see much of a path here, but these rocks are quite smooth, an indication of folk that probably trod up here. Paul Holland's making me a bit scared of this route because he's going, oh, I can't believe I went up there. That doesn't fill me with confidence, but it's alright so far. Oh, up here. Oh, wait. It's alright. At least we're in the shade now as well. Alright, enjoying this. Up here. There we go. It's a little bit scrambly here. I hope the people behind me are relying on me going the right way. It looks like up there and around onto this shelf here. There's a bit of a scramble up there. I don't know if that's the path or not. But I'm going to continue my own way, I think. See how far we can get on here. Can you see a cave? Oh, here comes Mary now. So I'm not alone. Sort of a path here. It is fairly exposed. Wow. A little bit further. This looks well walked. So I just keep persisting. There are sporadic paths, but nothing concrete 100% that you use. Sorry for the heavy breathing, it's not that difficult. It's just very steep. No cave there. Must be, but yeah, this is well walked. A lot of people wild camp up here. Oh, aye, special, isn't it? Wow, right under Dove Crag. Incredible. Boom. Someone's built a lot of wind shelter. Aye. You wouldn't get a tent in here, but a little bivvy bag. I guess someone's been here. Sheltered. Whew. I don't know how I feel sleeping under all that rock though. I know it hasn't budged in tens of millions of years, but knowing my luck, it'll probably make a sandwich out of Dave Hostel. But what a view. Reach out Hartsop above How. And see Sunday Crag up here. Right over to Burke's, Arnison Crag. You've got Place Fell just behind it there. And behind Hartsop above How, you've got the Angletown Pikes. Brock Crags, you've got Hartsop Dodd just here. In the far eastern fells beyond, you've got Knot, the Nab, Rest Dodd, Kidstick Pike, Ramskill Head, Lordpot Hill, Weather Hill, Arthur's Pike and Bonscale Pike. So that's pretty much all you can see, but yeah, what a special place. I'm glad I've came. You've talked me into it, Mary, so thank you. Oh, aye. The tea of life. Primitive man in a cave with a couple of Twinings tea. What more could you need in life? Cheers. Oh yes, that's how you make tea, Dave Glenn Hewitt. Proper tea. Little bit of milk, not like you make.
There used to be a box that you could sign the book. That probably isn't here anymore.
Yeah, it used to be in the...
Like a tin box, didn't it?
I don't see it.
Don't know.
Is it clean or is there rubbish in?
It's fairly clean, yeah.
No, I can't see any. Like,
I don't know how it feels sleeping under a mountain though. I know these rocks haven't moved for 100 million years, but...
Yeah, no, but yeah. There's always a chance that they might move when you're there, eh?
Oh, here he is.
What you don't bang your leg.
Illness and all, Dave's made it. Well done, pal.
Oh, there's one bit of
There you go. There you
Oh no, it's a candle.
Oh, well, that's the money shot there.
go. Right. I remember Andrew Foster saying don't go to the right side of the cave, which makes me want to go to the right side of the cave now. Holy shit. I'm not taking one step further. There's a route there, but not for me. Not for me. Wow. You have to be careful if you... Oh, I guess people are using this section as the toilet, but bloody hell. I'm going to try and... Oh my god, look at that drop. Oh, that is just a sheer drop. There's no second chances there. You just face plant at the bottom. That's 200 or 300 metres straight down. Anyway, Right, let's get the heck out of here before an accident happens. And get up here. There you go. Whoa, there you go. Okay, so it's a bit of a scramble coming down from the cave. This isn't particularly pleasant, but the rocks are there. Right, bloody hell. This ain't easy. I don't know which way I came up because it wasn't this way. Anyway, we're down. Right. I had the idea of just trying to cut across here, but yeah, it looks alright from down there, but yeah, it's a bit too craggy from this level, so I think the safe bet would be just to get back down to the good path and play it safe. Just about back down to the path. Oh, nice little excursion, definitely worth a little trip up there, but you do have to be careful because the path is there in places but not in others, so you've kind of got to make your own way, and coming down there wasn't particularly easy. It's dry today, so it wasn't too much of a challenge, but if them rocks were wet you can't afford to make much of a mistake on there because it's very exposed. Right, so that's just us down from Priest Cave, as Butchie boys would say. Fucking class! It's awesome that. Aye. Anyway, good path now up to the coll between Hart Crag and Dove Crag, and we're just going to swing a left up to the summit. Oh, this is a bit of a pull up here as well to this coll. It's definitely the best way to do Dove Crag, 100%. I think the two times I've done it before, I think with the Fairfield Horseshoe, and you don't see much of it on that round, you know, it's quite an abstract lump of hill that you go up, but you get to see it from its best side up Dovedale Valley. Well worth the trek. It is quite quick as well. Here we are, finally just at the top of the coll up from Dovedale. We've got Hart Crag just to our right here, and where we're going is Dove Crag just to the left. The summit's just up there, but I think the best view of this point here is probably the Fairfield Horseshoe, which you can see a lot of just down here, looking over to Great Rig and Fairfield itself, Heron Pike, all the way down onto is it Nabscar. You see what I mean though? This is all you see of Dove Crag when you do it as part of the Fairfield Horseshoe. It's a bit uninspiring, you don't actually even see the crag itself, so yeah, I'd recommend that strongly. It's a great way up. You don't have to go to the priest hole, like I say, it's not for everybody, but it's a lovely viewing point. Here we are, two folk have beat us to it. Surprise, aye. Well anyway, after 4 hours of walking, that's our first Wainwright, so great. Let's touch out. And we take the bagging off. Oh, Dove Crag. Boom. Oh. Fantastic, so I just a little short bimble over to Little Hart Crag now, and High Hartsop Dodd, which will take us back down into Dovedale. That's it, so we just had a little break there on Dove Crag, and we're just going off piste a little, just skirting the crest of these contours here, over to Little Hart Crag. Alright, so that's just more or less down to the low point between Dove Crag and Little Hart Crag, just over here. Doesn't look that far when you're up there, but it's quite a long slog. But yeah, very good path once you pick it up from the top there. We're not far from home, to be fair. A couple of miles from this point, so not too much more ascent. This is looking up to Red Screes. I can see at least 6 people on that summit. That'll be jam-packed with wild campers.
Is this called Little Hart Crag? Sounds like shape of a heart from here.
Little heart-shaped tarn there next to Little Hart Crag. I didn't notice that. Favourite tarn? But no, I think it's called Little Hart Crag because it looks like a heart sticking out of the rocks if you look at it from a distance, the top of a heart. So, but yeah, that also makes sense as a little heart-shaped tarn. Here we are on the second Wainwright fell of the day of Little Hart Crag. Only for my second time. That fantastic view right down Scandale. You can see the little heart-shaped tarn now in its glory. Wonderful. This would be up to Red Screes, or you could cut across to Middle Dodd. But yeah, well done, Dave. Well done. Well done. This is what we do. Well done, Derek. Fist bump. Ah! Fist bump for Wainwright. Anyway, right. Just along this ridge now. Where is it? I don't know where it is. That way.
Go on my side sometime.
Tea time.
You look up Angletown Pikes and you see
Yeah, I need to get your how you spell your name. Pull you up.
I hope you're not in my tee shot. Ah! Right, we're all here now.
But
You'd have to.
have you noticed that, Derek? That,
It looks like a heart.
Right, so that's us all here on Little Hart Crag now. So yeah, grab a quick
We've
break
walked up
before
there, haven't we?
heading down the ridge to High Hartsop Dodd. Right, we've just hit the 6-mile mark in 6 hours. At that rate, we should be back home by about Easter, I think. But yeah, we're just going to the other summit here of Little Hart Crag. Right, and here we are, just at the second summit of Little Hart Crag. It's hard to make out from here, but if you look, there's a gap between the two hills there, and looking from a distance over here, it does look like the top of a heart. So we can see the route back now, just all the way down here, and this is High Hartsop Dodd, another Wainwright, the third for the day before we steeply drop off, and I'm not looking forward to that, I must say. Paul, you've got your cap on backwards. You're not 18.
no,
Look at me, mature 41-year-old,
29.
wearing it properly.
I'm protecting the back.
That. Yeah. And we're heading down the ridge here, just the High Hartsop Dodd, right at the end before we drop off. Like I say, I'm not looking forward to that. It might be a sit on your bum and slide down moment because it looks steep from the bloody road. And that's looking back over to Dove Crag. Look at that hulk of rock, beautiful. Yeah, that's a great valley. Here we are, just approaching the final of 3 Wainwrights for the day. Well done, Matt. Well done.
Well done.
Slim Shady, well done.
You've got the heart.
Well done.
Hey, Tag.
Well done.
Well done.
Oh, well done. Well done. Little white beard stands out now.
Is it like
Right, so that's us all on top of the third Wainwright of the day, High Hartsop Dodd, looking over to Middle Dodd, Red Screes behind us. Where we came from, Little Hart Crag. And the whole route you can see from here, we started up Dovedale, right up to the Priest's Hole, round up on top of Dove Crag, round the back of here. Yeah, great little walk. Can't recommend this strongly enough. So yeah, we're just going down this path now, which looks pretty steep. I hope it's alright, but we'll find out. Let's go. Just left High Hartsop Dodd, and Paul's doing a bit of whinging as usual. He's saying this path's steep, so we'll have a look at it for ourselves. What?
Me? No, never.
No? That's fine, Paul. There's nothing wrong with that. You were just having us on, making me scared.
No, the bit after the rock then there.
Oh, the bit after that, oh, it doesn't look too clever, does it? Derek's gone. He's either fell or he's managed it.
Take that.
What?
I'm saying.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's got a soft head. So yeah, this path is notoriously steep, but it's there. There's not really any scrambling, it's doable, yeah. We just have to get to that fence line really. It's a bit like the Nab, but much better than the nab. It's actually got an established path, not just mud. So yeah, take your time, just get to that fence and then your home stretch. So that requires full concentration there. The path's there. I prefer walking on the grass because it's kind of ledge, the path's fairly slippy, but yeah, if you're going to do this route, just be careful of that last section there. I still think it's better to do it the way around that we've done it. Oh look, here's a little dog. Hello. Anyway, aye, we're just about down. Hello. Baby. It's a brother's water now. Right, that's just us about down High Hartsop Dodd, and looking back at it, I don't know how the hell we came down that, but we have, in one piece. Thanks to Matt and Tasia, Mary, Dave Hewitt, Paul and Derek last again, coming down the hill there. So I just want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you back out in the fells very, very soon. Peace.
No way. I'm not. That's a bull.